But then something very critical came up. Richard Davison from Battelle, Columbus, Ohio, started coming to see me and said, "Hey, we may have to do a sea level canal study in Panama. Would you be interested?" And I said, "Don't throw me in the briar patch." I had had a couple of trips to Panama on some of these military consultancies, mostly jungle survival type things or tropical mobility studies. And I was very interested in going to Panama. And Davison came to Beltsville and said, "Well, you could go as a Battelle employee or you could go as a USDA employee." And I made the mistake of going as a Battelle employee because that led to a 7-year hiatus in my government service. But that hiatus moved me and the family to Panama. My boy was 3 and my little girl was 6 months when we moved lock, stock, and barrel from Beltsville, Maryland to Panama. But what a fabulous 2.5 years it was. Sponsored by the Atomic Energy Commission, Battelle was supposed to determine what radionuclides might get into the food chain if we excavated a sea level canal with nuclear devices. This meant that Jim Duke had to go out in the boonies and live with the various ethnic groups and find out everything that they were eating, drinking, or taking as medicine from the environment. So this was 2.5 years of full-fledged ethnobotany or even ethnozoology. I was collecting deer, alligator tails, iguanas, and sending it back to Battelle, and they would analyze to get the records of what minerals they contained now in the natural state, and they could predict from that what minerals, radionuclides, would get in the food chain if these same people were eating these same things, and if we were to excavate a sea level canal with nuclear devices.